Hello, everybody. Rob Cootie from the MLM Solution here, and I welcome you to this presentation. What we're going to be doing is starting a training video series, episode 1, episode 2, episode 3 type of training series, so that everybody knows what step goes in front of the other. We found that we had some confusion out there over what step should go before the other, and so we just kind of backed up, regrouped, and started doing this again where we can actually do an episode 1, episode 2, et cetera, et cetera. So that way it'll clarify everything. And to start that process, we're going to have this presentation right here. And what this is going to do is going to lay out exactly what's going to take place during this training video series so that you guys have a firm grasp on what material we're going to cover and in what sequence. And you'll see the simple steps that you're going to be able to take to make 2019 your best year ever, to make a difference in your life this year, a positive difference in your life and in others, your downline as well. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get started. But before we do, here's what I want to ask you. Please hit the like button below, the happy face, the share the button, or comment below so that this message can get out to other people who may be looking for this kind of content or information. Paul tells me all the time, Rob, you got to let them know that they got to do that, because if you don't, they won't do it. They won't even think about it. And to be honest with you, I'm not social media savvy. So I had to put this note here to remind myself, and there it is. Okay, so if you don't mind, you're going to be able to get the benefit of this information. This is going to be a short video. Please just share it. I guess that makes a difference. I guess it goes out and tells people that we're doing something. I'm not really sure how that works. But the thing is, if you don't mind doing it, I sure would appreciate it. All right, so with that being said, let's go on and get started. All right, this is the point A to point B progress chart. And what that means is that you're going to be able to learn right now how to get from point A to point B as quickly as possible. That is what you want. We all join this business to start having success as quickly as possible. It's going to be sooner for some people than others, but it doesn't matter. You want to reach a level of success quicker rather than later. Who wouldn't want that, right? You want to make a difference. You want to know that your efforts are producing results. And right now you're going blind. You have no idea basically how you're going to get where you want to go. You may not even know where you want to end up. And we're going to clarify all of that today, starting with this chart. All right, here's where you are right now. You're confused, you're upset, you're not reaching the goals that you had set for yourself. You're not even really sure if you're using the right business building system, if you're with the right company. You don't even know which really you should be getting paid. Yeah, you can look at the comp plan, but I mean, do you really know what you're worth? Do you really know what your time is worth while you're building this business? Chances are you don't. So really, you're at a major disadvantage. You're really just kind of sitting out there working your tail end off for pennies on the dollar, if anything, and wondering, am I right for this business? Can I make this business go? Am I really that stupid? I'm good at other things. Why is it I can't grasp this simple concept and make it work for me? Those are the questions a lot of people, millions of people over the past 60 years have asked themselves. And you know what? The thing is, it's not your fault. If you don't know what to do and how to do it, and you don't know how to make the system work for you instead of against you, then you are going to fail. It's not your fault. I'm not trying to take the responsibility away from you. Believe me, if you knew what to do and you're still not doing it, then it is your fault. But the bottom line is, most of you people here really have no clue why you're working your tail end off and getting little to no results. Once again, we're going to help clarify that in this presentation. So most of you, chances are right there at point A. And obviously, you want to get to point B, whatever your goals are. I don't know. Most people get into business for lifestyle change, to make more money, and to get more time freedom. Those are the three things that people come in this business for. So I would say that chances are great that you're looking for one of those three, if not all three. And that being said, I know how to help you get one or all three of those through this business model. And once again, we're going to highlight the basic steps that is necessary for you to get from point A to point B. And obviously, we all want point B. That's where we want to go. And we want to get there again sooner rather than later. And we can help you understand how you can make that happen. Look, there's typically going to be 5 simple steps to get you from where you are now to where you want to go. Okay? And we're going to cover the 5 things that are really important for you to mentally get yourself ready right now or in the right spot. Let's put it that way, to where you have clarification. You have a clear vision in your head where you want to go and how to get there. So let's touch on one aspect right now. The first thing you need to know is, what type of business do you want? Okay? Look, there are different types of businesses, there's different approaches for that. And if you are not focused on which type of business you want, then again, you you are going to be out there just working your tail end off and getting little to no results, or not the results you want. You're going to be like a ship out in the middle of the ocean with no sail, with no motor. You're just going to be at the mercy of the waves and the wind. And that's not what you want. You have no direction. You'll end up God knows where, and you'll be frustrated, you'll be upset, and you'll be like, I can't believe it. I worked my tail end off. I spent all this time, spent all this money, and I still haven't gotten any results, or I didn't get the results I expected. So, first step, you have to know what your goal is. Okay. And we'll talk about that in a moment. You have to know what kind of business you want, because it tells you what you need to do and how you need to do it. It's that important. Most people have no clue what type of business they want to build. And that's sad. The right company, look, you can have a clear vision of the type of business you want. But if you join the wrong company, you're going to, chances are really great that you're going to fail. You're not going to reach your goals. Okay. So they have to work hand in hand. First, you want to determine, what type of business do I want to build? What kind of lifestyle do I want to live? How much money do I want in the bank? How much time freedom do I want? Do I just want a supplemental income? Do I want a large income? You see what I'm saying? Once you identify that in step one, then step two becomes even more imperative, because you have to say, okay, in order to get the lifestyle and the income and the freedom I want, I have to make sure that I join a certain type of company that can produce the results I'm seeking. Okay? That's the importance of picking the right company. Do you know how to pick the right company? Do you know what to look for in a company? I will tell you that the professional business builders look for 5 things in a company. And these 5 things will tell those professional business builders that this new company, if that's what they're looking for, has a realistic chance of doing something special in the next 3 to 5 years. Okay? That gets those guys excited. That's what they're looking for, because they want to maintain their reputation. They want to maintain their lifestyle. They want to maintain or exceed their income level they have right now. And in order to do that, they have to be very selective in the type of company they join, and they have to almost be spot on in joining the right company. And these 5 things will help them find those type of companies. Doesn't guarantee, these 5 things don't guarantee success. A company that it won't guarantee that a company is going to have success. But history has shown that if a company has these 5 things, the chances that they can do something special in the first 3 to 5 years is really good. And that is why they look for these companies. That's what you want to look for. If you don't know how to do that, chances are great that you may join the wrong company, which is going to take you down the wrong path and once again not give you the results that you want. You don't want to do that. You'll learn how to find the right company, the right business building system. Okay, once again, you can do step one, right. Hey, this is the type of business I want, this is the type of income, this type of lifestyle, blah, blah, blah. You put it down on paper and you say, that's what I want to do. Then you've learned those 5 things that a company must have in order to have a chance to do something special. You join that company. It has those 5 things. You're excited. Well, guess what? The next thing you need to be concerned about is, are you using the right business building system? Is that system going to develop the volume, the excitement, the potential explosion, the duplication that's needed for that explosion? Is that business building system promoting that type of activity? Is it easy to do? Is it simple for people to understand? Is it something that can be done right away? It's not bogged down in a lot of training. These people know when you get a new business partner into your business, you within 1 hour can train them. This is what you need to do. This is why you need to do it. This is how you do it. Let's get started. That is how duplication takes place. That is how momentum is created. That's how the sense of urgency is created. That's how all of this synergy takes place when all these things are dynamically coming together very quickly, and your business can have an exponential explosion if you do these things right. But you have to have the right business building system that encompasses all these little things that make this happen, and it has to be a proven system, a system that has a history of producing consistent results. And consistent results means that there's constant pin rank advancement in your business. There's constant volume growth in your business. Those are 2 indicators that you're using the right business building system. How do you find the right business building system? Once again, we can cover that down the road. But if you don't have access to proven business building system that produces results on a consistent basis, guess what? You're going to have step 1 and step 2 right. You're going to fall flat on your face in step 3. That's not what you want, obviously. Okay. Step 4, got to have 90-day goals, folks. Look, momentum is critical in creating the type of income and lifestyle you want, or most people want. The bottom line is there has to be momentum in your business. There has to be a point where your business takes on a life of its own so that you can step away and live the type of life you want. Is that possible? Yes, it is possible, but you have to know how to do it. And part of that is having 90-day goals to shoot for. Okay, whether it's a volume, group volume, uh, uh, your income level, the number of people you sponsor. There's a lot of different 90-day goals, and you can have them all at the same time. You can use one of whatever you choose to be most important. Doesn't matter. The bottom line is you want to have a 90-day goal, and you want to know what you have to do every day to achieve those goals in that 90-day period. I'm telling you, this is critically important. Okay? If you've never heard of this, if you've never been told this, if you're not using this right now, then you're at a major disadvantage. And again, chances are you're going to fail on a massive level and not achieve your goals because, once again, you don't have the focus, you don't have the understanding, you don't have the system working with you, and you don't have 90-day goals to shoot for, which requires step 1, step 2, step 3 in order to achieve your 90-day goals. You can't get to your 90-day goals if you're not doing the first 3 steps right. You see how all these come together? I don't know if you've ever been exposed to these before, but if you haven't, you need to be. And we're going to cover each and every one of these in great detail in this video training series. You can see why you want to be a part of this training series. Okay, what is CCBBA? Hey, I got that right on the first try. Consistent, correct business building activity. Consistent, correct business building activity. It is something that is so overlooked and rarely discussed. This subject matter right here. Once again, I ask you, do you know what consistent, correct business building activity is? If you do, are you doing it? Are you doing it correctly? Because here's the thing, you can know and have in place the first 4 steps that we've lightly touched on. But I'm going to tell you that if you're not doing them consistently and correctly, then you are undermining your progress. And your chances of building a substantial business that you can depend on is going to be greatly diminished. You don't want to do that. Why do the first 4 steps correctly and blow all of it out of the water because you're not doing step 5 correctly? Okay? All of these work together. And under each one of these are different steps, methods, strategies, and principles that have to take place in order for each one of these 5 steps to be effective, in order for them to work together seamlessly, so that these methods, principles, and strategies are working with you and not against you. Look, you could be taking 5 steps forward, okay, and feeling really good about yourself, and wake up one day and be 10, 11, 12 steps behind. And you're like, what in the world happened? Why did all of this fall apart? Where did everybody go? Why is everybody not working? How come they don't have the focus and the burn? Don't they understand that if they do what I do, that they'll get what I get? The bottom line is they probably already know, because they're already probably caught on to the fact that they're not gaining any success, not any measurable success, and the future does not look very good. Okay? But you've been so fired up that you have overlooked the signs, the danger signs that something's not right. Okay? The bottom line is all of these things have to work together, and you have to know all these little details about each one of these in order for them to seamlessly work together and work with you instead of against you. You'll hear me say that a lot, folks. You have to have these dynamics working with you instead of against you. And they are easy to do. They're simple in execution. This is not hard. It's not complex. You can make it hard if you want. You can make it complex if you want. But I'm telling you, building this business is simple. It's hard work, but it's simple. You got to keep it simple. We don't make it simple here at the MLM Solution. We keep things simple. Look, we're talking about 5 simple things here. They are simple. Don't make them bigger than what they are. They are just small little steps, and they are easy steps. Everybody that's listening and watching this can do these steps, but we're going to break them down so you know how to make these steps work for you and with you instead of against you. And the first thing we'll start with is the type of business you want. Like we talked about, do you want a retail small business? Do you want an income that just complements what you're doing? Okay, maybe you have a good job. Maybe you like your job. Maybe you have a nice lifestyle and you like your lifestyle, but you sure would like some extra income that you can invest into either real estate or into investments or into a child's college fund, whatever the case may be. Maybe you just want a supplemental income. Maybe you enjoy being around other network marketers, which is a great thing. Being around them at events and having a common ground with people that are going places, people that are excited about their future, people that have questions that want to get answers to. You know, there's a real community bond that takes place in this industry, and a lot of people enjoy that, and it's an added bonus to what they're doing in developing their supplemental income. Maybe that's for you. That's great. But there's other people that want the big businesses. They want the big lifestyles. They say, look, I want to retire. I want to work my tail end off the next 3 to 5 years, and I want to develop enough money to where I can invest that money into huge uh, projects, whether it's real estate projects, whether it's a huge financial portfolio, donations to charities, whatever the case may be. People say, I want to do it big. I want to get it over with. I want to get as much money as quick as I can so that me and my family don't have anything to worry about for the rest of our lives. Okay? And those type of people really are going to be focused, and they have to know exactly what they need to do in order to make that big business happen. And we cover those things. We cover what needs to be done in both the retail/small business and the big business. And you'll be amazed at how similar the steps are. The only difference is the time commitment, the personal commitment, and the effort behind what needs to be done to build a business in this industry. Okay, because all the steps are the same. All right. So that being said, our first uh, training series, video training series, is going to be developing, uh, let's rephrase that, determining what type of business you want. Do you want a small retail business that develops that supplemental income I talked about, or do you want the big business where you can sit on the beach and drink coconuts till coconut juice is coming out of your ears? Do you want the big cars? Do you want the big home? Do you want the unlimited vacations? Do you want unlimited free time? Yes, believe it or not, all of that is absolutely possible in this business. Okay. Now, I'm not trying to sell that lifestyle. Okay. Look, I've done both, and they're both wonderful, and they both have their advantages and disadvantages. Okay. But I'm the type of person, if I'm going to put my time and effort behind something, I'm going to make as much money as I possibly can, as quick as I can. I encourage you to do the same. Look, I'd rather have $1 million than $10,000. I'd like to have $1 million instead of $100,000. Why? Because that $1 million gives me so many more options. And the biggest thing is it gives me a lot of security, a lot of security. Where the other money is nice to have, but it's supplemental money. I'm going to tell you, folks, $100,000 goes away quick, fast. You can count on it. It sounds like a lot of money, but it's not. To be honest with you, $1 million is not a lot of money, but it's better than 100,000, right? So you get my point. If you're going to make the money, learn how to make as much as you can, as quick as you can, and you can do that in this business. That's the reason why the professional business builders understand this business frontwards and backwards. They understand how the basic fundamental business building principles, strategies, and methods help them make their money, huge money, create their incredible lifestyles. They get it. That's the reason why they do the things they do. We will teach you what they know, and you'll learn how to utilize what they do to create their incomes and lifestyles. And if you are learning the same things that they use, then guess what? You can develop your own incredible income and lifestyle. It is still possible in this industry. So always understand that the things we're teaching you are going to help you go to unlimited heights based on how far you want to go. But understand as well that if you choose the supplemental income, the small retail business income, then guess what? That's just as important. You're not going to hear us knock either one, because we want you guys to understand that we're proud of whatever level of success that you achieve. And that's the way it should be. Understand there is no wrong answer here, okay? It's a matter of personal taste. And we are going to take the small retail business as serious as the big business, okay? So, with that being said, this is the first day, this is the first video that is going to start this training series, okay? And if you are not familiar with where we are, you can find us at the following locations. Once again, Paul has made sure that I get this out. You know, I just take for granted that people just go on the internet and find things. And Paul's like, Rob, that's not how it goes. They have to have directions. Otherwise, they'll never find their final destination. And if you like our training, if you want to find more of our stuff so that you can learn more, guess what? This is going to help you find us. And Paul has assured me that this works. And I'm like, okay, I'll do it. So as you can see, we have our own podcast on SoundCloud. And from what I understand, in iTunes and Google, and from what I understand, the feed, the master feed on SoundCloud, every time I put up a new podcast, it goes to iTunes and Google as well. And yes, Google has a podcast area. I did not know that, but I had to set it up and I learned that. There's so many podcast sites out there, but I understand that SoundCloud's one of the bigger ones. I'll be doing TuneIn very soon as well. So you might find us on TuneIn after this video is made. We have our blog there. That is a long address. I don't like that address. I'm going to have to figure out how to make that shorter, but there it is. Okay, you can see it. I'm not going to read it out to you. On YouTube, just go to YouTube and type in the MLM Solution and you'll find us. We do not have enough activity yet there because we're new. We just started. We don't have enough activity there to get a unique URL. So, which sucks. And so the URL right now is real long, and obviously that's not something that you want to copy or write down. But if you just go to YouTube, type in the LMM Solution, you'll find us. There are people that are finding us there all the time. I'm quite amazed, as young as we are, that there's that much activity on our site already. We have our own Twitter. That one's simple. Hey, I was able to set that up right away. And SoundCloud's kind of simple up there. But Facebook, there's the Facebook. You can see that. Once again, I guess you can go into Facebook and type in the MLM Solution and you'll get our website or our Facebook page. And you can see Instagram. There again, kind of the same thing. I'm sorry you can hear the dogs in the background. I actually am in my studio in the basement and you can still hear them, which is very aggravating, but I apologize for that. So there we are. That's how you can find us on the web, the interweb. So you can go ahead and make that happen. If you want to find us on the internet, just go to one of those sites and follow us. Thank you for your time. I look forward to seeing you guys in the next video. I'm going to try and post a video once a day. So if you come and look for us on any of these sites, I upload the videos to these sites, all of them that will allow me to upload the videos. Otherwise, on the podcast, obviously I put the audio. So with that being said, I'm going to hop off here. Thank you for your time. This is Rob Cody, the MLM Solution, and I'll see you in the next video.